But I've heard horror stories like, what does that mean? Because the last thing I want is for, little Johnny has a raging ear infection. They went to the doctor, got home late, it's been a long day, nobody slept last night. Just get everybody settled in, had dinner, text somebody, oh, little Johnny's antibiotic is ready, and you show up and wait in line and get up there. Oh, no, it's not ready. We had to order it for tomorrow. Like, I would rather not send them a message than send them that message.
I've experienced that firsthand where it's you get a notification, okay, your prescription is ready for pickup. And at the time we're out of state or something, and so we go to the pharmacy and I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up the prescription. It said it was going to be ready at 12:05 or whatever, and it's 12:15. And they're like, oh, yeah, we don't, I don't know why it sent you that. We don't really have that. It's on its way from another pharmacy, 4 blocks down the road, and they've got to get it here, and then we've got to tag it in, we've got to process it, we've got to put it through, and like
you're hours away from this thing being ready.
Right, so I'm like, how long? And they're like, well, it's going to be a little while. So, okay, I'll be back in like 2 hours.
I'll come back next Wednesday.
I'll see you in a week or something. And it's just, yes, if you're going to communicate, and it goes back to delivering on what you say you're going to deliver on.
Yeah.
If you get a text message and it says your prescription's ready, it better be ready.
That's right. That's the one thing I kind of harp on. Like, if you tell somebody you're going to do something, do it. Just do it. If you do that, everybody's happy.
So you mentioned earlier about wanting to go back to wanting to go to law school.
Right.
What's the story there?
I don't know. I think it was one of those things. I took all the tests in high school. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I started off in engineering, and I enjoy things like that, but that certainly wasn't for me. Then I was in pre-med because, you do well in math and science. You should be a doctor. And then kind of once you dive into it, I had a little self-assessment, and it was like, do you really want to do this? I mean, is your heart in it? Because certainly pre-med, but once you get in med school and then residency and all those things, if you specialize, I mean, this is a big commitment. You kind of have to know that's what you want to do. And I couldn't, my heart wasn't in it. I enjoyed the thought of medicine and helping people. And I kind of fell into pharmacy. I don't really know how or why. My friend was kind of in the same boat I was, and had a friend that was in pharmacy school in Monroe. And he's like, I don't know, I'm going to apply to that. And if I get in, I'll go. I was like, yeah, I'll do that too. I don't really know why. And, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed pharmacy school. It was difficult, but I met Amy, my wife, there. She was in my class. But then you get out, and I was still kind of in the back of my mind, like, but what do I want to do?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like the law. I like even to see how the sausage is made, like with legislation. My wife and probably my mom would say I like to argue. So I guess I had my thought on something like healthcare law or and Lord knows now I probably should have done that because there's a huge vacuum, but yeah, I even took the LSAT. I did pretty well on it. And again, it was kind of one of those self-reflection things like, all right, we're finally out of school. We're finally making a little bit of money and have some established base set up. Do you really want to dive back into school? And I didn't. And I'm kind of glad I didn't. It turns out I love pharmacy. I really do love the whole process. I love being able to help people. The things I don't like about pharmacy really have nothing to do with the practice of pharmacy or patient care.
Right.
It's all
the backside of it.
It's corporate. Yeah, it's just corporate nonsense. I don't really know how else to describe it. Dealing with insurance companies has kind of become the bane of my existence, but I think we're in the process of fixing that. So